Victoria. I'm going to explain you about Chapter 7, the ethics theory of plane crashes from Malcolm Gladwell. First of all, the great problematic in some plane crashes are the different way to communicate any situation. According to the video, there are two main reasons why I believe that culture affects a good communication and how these issues can be resolved, which are the power relationship between pilot and co-pilot. For example, when the airplane has a technical problem, the co-pilot feels fear to communicate to pilot. As a second reason, the way that people interact with each other can be changed by cultural differences. The second question is, do I agree with the portrayal of Colombian culture as high power distance? Of course, I absolutely agree that in Colombia exists a high power distance because Colombian people see their boss as an authoritarian figure. About the strategies developed by Malcolm Gladwell as the third question, as one of the most it showed in the book are using English as a universal language where people could give instructions. And the second strategy is educate the co-pilot so does not be afraid to give some comments and feedbacks. So the fourth questions is the different scenarios when the communication can be a life or death factor. Not only the communication has a real impact on plane activity, but also in surgeries or any medical procedures. In fact, exist many situations when the pure communication influence, but it's not to be life or death factor. And the first question is, how is communication affected by culture in an organizational context? The communication is affected by a culture because it could be influenced many personal and professional relationships between each others. Also, organizational objectives should be affected by linguistic differences. In that way, it could be affected organizational environment. That is, some verbal and non-verbal communication means a completely different meaning than others means. And the other ones, and about dimension of national cultures. Okay, there are 6 dimensions of national cultures. Those are power, distance, index, individualism versus collectivism, masculinity versus femininity, uncertainty avoidance index, long-term versus short-term normatives, and indulgence versus restraint. And Colombia is presented like collectivist culture, that is not individualism. On the other hand, the masculinity culture apply on daily activities. The Colombian people have a high score on uncertainty avoidance because we always seek mechanisms and rules to avoid the ambiguity. And the last question is, which are the practical implications that this information has for the international management and negotiations? And in conclusion, for all of this, help us to know and investigate in the way a culture is defined in front of another societies. It is really important to clear if it exists high or lower power distance to do any negotiation. Okay, goodbye.